Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to change strings with a Gretsch guitar or any guitar equipped with a Bigsby vibrato. And just in general on a guitar really. The tools that you'll need is this is a string unwinder. What you do, you put this in on the tuning pegs and that helps you twist it off really quickly. Obviously your new set of strings, I like to use these strings. This is the D'Addario Pure Nickel Extra Large Regular Light Gauge EPN 110. Great strings, they last for ages because they're pure nickel. And some these cut your strings and this part in here, little, yeah, they're called tweezers or pliers. Okay, and also a screwdriver. I'll come into why you need a screwdriver later on, because while I take my strings off, I'm going to clean my guitar as well. So what this is for is to take the pick guard off the guitar so I can clean everything. Okay, so I'll also do a video on how to clean it as well. Okay, so first of all, what you want to do is I'm going to take all the strings off. People say it's not a good thing to do, but for the time that takes to put new strings on and to take them off is not really long. Like if you leave them off for more than a couple of hours, then I could see your neck warping, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to take all the strings off. So, step one, I recommend taking off any jewellery. So for my case, I'm wearing a watch, so I'm going to take my watch off, just in case you scratch your guitar. Okay? Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is loosen your strings off. Not all the way, I'm just going to put my watch over there. Right, so I'll just zoom in on what I'm doing. There we go. So what I'm doing with the this device, I'm putting it on the string winder, and you just want to loosen it until it's really loose. And I'm just gonna get back to this position, and so it's really loose. You can lift it up like that. Okay, so now what you can do with your pliers is actually get the string in this part of the plier. That's, sorry, my phone. And that'll cut your string for you in between here. So that's what I'm going to do now. What you want to do, you want to do it pretty far up the neck. Okay, and you want to hold it, right, just in case it flies out the bottom. Okay, so now what we're going to do is so I know it's a used string. What I like to do is put the end that I've cut through the ball end, so that I know not to use the string anymore, and put a knot through it. Alright, so I know not to use that string anymore. I'm going to put this over the other end. So now with the bit that's left on the tuning peg, all you want to do is find the end and just unravel it, and that's off. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, that's off. And you're just going to put that away. Now we're going to do this with all the strings. I'm just going to do this really quickly. Also, what you want to remember as well is which way you use, like, to tighten the strings, and which way you loosen them. So I know that when I twist it this way, it loosens it, and when I turn it towards the neck, it tightens the string. Okay, so that's always something to remember. So I'm just gonna cut this now. Remember to hold it and take it off the Bigsby itself. And I know that I'm not going to use these strings again, so I'm just going to put them to the other side. I'm not going to put a knot through them because it's going to take too long. Right. So what you can also do is just pull the string out like that. One side, this doesn't want to come out. No. There we go. And now we've got another one to get out. I also recommend you can just twist it out. There we go. That's them. Now I'm going to do the other end. When to lower the top strings of your guitar, you want to turn it, to loosen it, you want to turn it towards the neck. Okay, and that'll loosen your strings. So I would recommend writing this down, because when you took all your strings off, you're not going to remember which way you put them on. So if you twist them towards the neck of the guitar, by the way, this is the neck if you don't already know, that loosens the string. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly do this. And another reason why I really recommend the Dario strings, I'll show you in a minute, is they're really easy to know which string's which, because they're colour coded. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute when I get them out. Okay, so I'm going to do these last two strings. Okay, and there's one more to do. So remember that towards the neck on the top strings, that loosens them, and the other direction tightens them. So, okay, that's all my strings off now. So I'm just going to get these off. You can also just pull them out like this. There we go, and one more. Okay, that's the strings off. You see, that didn't take very long. And what I also forgot to say was, you can also, just get a couple of microfiber cloths, microfiber. They take the dust off. Right, so I'm just gonna get this little one, just to clean the head, just to get the mainly all the dust off. So you can take this time to tighten your nuts up and as well, because see how they're a bit loose. You can also tighten them just by giving a quick turn. Okay. And also what you want to do is with a bit of kitchen roll, you can go down the neck, because it's rather dirty. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause the video and to get all the other equipment that I need, and I'll come back when I've got it. Right. Hi everyone, so the new things that you need is this furniture polish, any sort of polish really. Sorry, any brand of polish, sorry. I'm using Power Force, and it's furniture polish, good on wood. Just like a dust, well, what you use for dusting, and some kitchen roll. So what you want to do with the kitchen roll is half it, okay, and half it again, right? So what you're going to do now is have it like this, with your two fingers on it like that, and you're going to go down each fret like this. See, there's dirt. That's what you want to do now. So if you're doing this, just take your time. That's how I'm going to do. If not, you can fast forward the video, because I want to make sure that's good. Right. You can also do it a couple at a time if you want. And also go along the frets as well, because they'll be pretty dirty. See what I mean? You don't understand how dirty these get. So just every so often just keep folding it back. That's just off a couple of frets. So yeah, they do get pretty dirty. We're nearly done. Just there. Well, that's pretty dirty. I'll show you that now. So where is it? There it is. That is pretty dirty. Right. So that's the last that you'll need of the kitchen roll. Right. So now what you want to do is with your Bigsby. You just wanna, if you can do it with yours, just push it back all the way so it's in line, like that. Just on the Bigsby tail piece, like that. Okay. This is gonna get out. This is gonna make space for us to do the polishing now. Alright, so I'm just going to get this zoomed in on the headstock. And although it does look pretty clean on this camera, trust me it's not, so just put it on the cushion. So what you want to do is you do not want to apply the polish to the guitar. You want to apply it to your cloth first, so just give it a couple of sprays. And all you want to do is just rub that in. Right? Look at that. Right, let's get all of this away. Right, so that looks pretty lovely straight away. That's just with a couple of sprays. Yeah. Okay, and now just so with the kitchen roll, what you could have done is, if you see on the guitar bone, just here, this is your guitar bone. Yeah, it can also get pretty dirty. So with your kitchen roll, you could have went across there, which I did. Forgot to mention that. But I'll show you what to do now. Get your kitchen roll, make a little bit on the end, and just rub it along the back. And go with your nail, go into go right in all the nooks and crannies, right? Okay. So now we're gonna go on to the body. Okay, so now we're on to the actual body of the guitar. What you want to do is get your screwdriver. If you want to clean under the pickguard, which I do recommend you do, you've got two screws to undo. You're going to want to undo this one, and you want to undo this one here. Okay? I'm going to start with this one. Doesn't matter what order you do them in, as long as you do them. Oh. Right, so there's the first one out. And this one's being a bit awkward. There we go. When you take it out, that one doesn't want to come out. There we go. When you take them out, what I recommend doing is put the screw back where you got it from. So this one you got it here. And this one, the top one, goes back in there. And you just want to put that off to one side. Alright? Okay, so this bit here is to hold the the actual the screw in, so you can. I would just leave that on just for now. Right. So now you want to do the same thing, but also you can take off your tailpiece. I don't know, because that's pretty easy to move. So I'll just leave that on if you wish. But you can take it off if you want, just as long as you don't knock it, because that gets your orientation of the strings. If you want it high, you have it in different positions. But anyway, we're gonna get on to cleaning. And you can skip the video now if you want, because I'm just gonna do the same thing as before. Alright. So if you want your Bigsby totally out of the way, you bring it around and just flip it backwards. Right? If you just want it just like that, which I recommend, just have it like that. Right? So now you're gonna take one of your dusters, not the green one, and just get rid of the dust. Right? So you just want to quickly do that. Obviously not quickly, but you know what I mean, just do a good job. It's not very often you get to clean your guitar. That's pretty dirty. Right, just try and get everywhere. Right, that's pretty much all done. Alright. Okay. So so now the headstocks should look dry. Cause there we go, it looks very nice. There we go. Look at it, good. There we go, looks very nice. That's what the body will look like when it's done. Very nice colour. Okay. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is the same as before. Kind of half your towel or whatever you're going to use, and half it again, and put your spray on. Okay, and just go around the guitar. I don't know what, I decided to start from the bottom. I'm going to start here. Just give it a good clean. Everywhere. You should be able to do it in like approximately 2 sprays. You don't need a lot of this stuff. Okay, you can take that little bit off there now. Okay, so that's pretty much the bottom half done. Alright, and just for one, you don't need a lot of spray. The last part, you're just going to go like that. Everywhere, try not to touch it what I've just done there. Okay. So that's that done. But it doesn't take very long. You just want to put all that to the side now. Okay, with your kitchen roll now, what you can also do is make a kitchen roll. Sorry, obviously. And you see your pickups, they are going to get dirty as well, because when you've got new strings on, so your old strings, they're going to get dirt particles on. So when they vibrate, they're going to vibrate along the neck and along the strings, and they're going to be on the pickups because they are metal strings, and they're going to get attracted to that. So what you want to do is just get your kitchen roll and hold your guitar by your tailpiece and give it a good push. Bring it all over the place. Give it a good hard push. Alright, so that's that. I recommend, I shouldn't have used kitchen roll because it's got a bit weird, but just use your little cloth. That should do the trick. Alright. Okay. So you might think that this guitar is a dual coil pickup guitar. What these big so I'll zoom in while it's the polish is taking place. Okay, I think that the big one is the pickup and the pole piece, it's called, as it looks like the pole when you take it out. And the this part here, 2, 2, and 2, they are actually screws, so you can adjust the height of the pole piece. So when you screw it, it'll go high, and you screw it the other way, it'll go down. Alright. Okay, so that's pretty much done now. So you just wanna look at any more bits that you've missed while the light's out. Well, you know what I mean? The sun's out, I should say. So yeah, that's pretty much done with your Bigsby. What you can do is get your cloth, and you can just, where you had the polish, what you can do just I'll just zoom out so you can see. Wrong way. You can get your cloth and just pretty much get it inside and give it a good clean. Look at that, that's lovely straight away. Right, and the rest of the tail piece, you can also get in there. Alright, yeah, Gretsch, the one with the Gretsch logo on these toe knobs and all that. Get them a good clean and inside here. Okay, that's gonna look up really good with it all on. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna come back to it, and by the time I come back, it should be all dry and we can start putting new strings on. Right? What I forgot to mention was you want to put your pick guard back on. Right? So you want to get this, the little bit that came off before. You want to put that on where that's meant to go. Right, what you wanna do with the your screw, you wanna put that in there first. Alright. There and there. So that should be right. Should be in place. What I'm gonna do is I like to just put it on like that so I know it's in, and screw that in just a couple of turns. Just like that. And now with this side bit out here, to just get that in as well. Just a couple of turns, you don't need to do it really much with this, just so it's flush. Alright. Okay. And the same with this, just don't do it much, just enough just to get it all in. Okay, so that's that done, and also move your vibrator out of the way and give the pick guard a good dust down. Alright, just make sure everything's secure. Okay, and now I'll come back when everything's dry. Okay? Okay, so now on to installation. What you'll need is your pliers, your new strings, a string winder, and a tuner. Alright? Okay, so what I'm going to do first is go over to the Bigsby first. And what you want to do is, you see, I don't know if you can see, that these little black bits that stick out, they hold the strings over the bar. Okay, so what you need to do when your strings, you need to actually bend your string over to do that. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so now we're going to zoom back out and we're going to get the string. So why do I recommend these strings? I'll show you why. They're colour coded. So it shows you that the silver one is your first E. Okay? That's really good. I think that's so you don't get mixed up, because trying to find them in the little packets is just quite annoying. Okay, so you open it up, and they're in the little and it shows you on here as well. They're in the little box, in the little packet. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna open the packet now. Okay, you're trying not to ruin the picture, because you're gonna use that. Okay, so now what you want to do is open them all up so they're all away from each other. So you got what they do, they're grouped in twos. So first group is the silver and the purple. Yeah. So you want to split them up. Right, I'll just do it as I need them. I'll just split them up. So which one we're starting off with? I'm going to start off with the Louis. So that is the. It's like I'm just going to undo these. It helps if you undo them before you start. Okay. They're really awkward to do sometimes. There we go. Okay, so what we'll need is trying to find the. And so this is the colour we're going to start off with first. The gold. Okay. Okay, and by here, it shows you that that's the gold one that we need. So what I meant by bending the bit that you need, and the end, this is the ball end. So what you do, get your pliers, and just give it a little bend, or maybe even a bigger one, just to make sure, like a right angle. That'll do the trick. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom into the Bigsby again, show you what I'm doing. There we go. So what I'm doing now, I'll be putting I'll be putting the ball end on underneath. What I'll be doing is just, you can also do it like this, just put it through. And clip it on. This is also quite awkward to do. Oops. This is quite awkward to do because there's only little bits to get them on. Right, so that's on. So now what I'm going to do is pull that up. Since the springs came out, I need to put the spring back in. There we go. And since that's in, I just want to see the. Yep, that's right. This bar, what you need to do is get it under the bar, but I need to show you what I'm doing, so I'll zoom out. Wrong way. What I'm doing now, I'm stretching it and pulling it backwards. I'm going to put it underneath the little bar. Make sure they go under the bar, not over it. And give it a good pull. Okay? Then put that there and just leave it there. What you can do is get a couple. Okay, I could just leave it there because since you made that bend, it's not really going to move. Alright? So now we're just going to go through the next one, which is the red one. Which is already in order, so the one I took off before is the red one. Right? So give it a little bend. Like that. And put it underneath. Into the bar. and underneath. Right? Right, so what I'm going to do, I think you get the idea on how to do this. I'll just twist it, that's not what you want, right? So what you're going to do is, I'm just going to show you how to tighten the neck, on the headstock. Right, so as you loosen it, this is where your piece of paper comes in handy, which I told you to write down. Yeah. I'm gonna move this camera, over to here, so you can see what I'm doing. I'll be sitting down now. Right, so what you want to do is there we go. Is get your first string, put it on the bridge correctly. Okay, and get this part of the string, like how you could put the hole for it just here, so you can easily pull through and give that a good pull. Make sure it's on the bridge correctly. So as you loosen it that way, so what you're going to do is make a little, you want to move, pull it tight first, and move 2 frets back, right, and make a little bend like this, alright, okay, so now that's not going to move, that's securely in place, so you can get your string winder and start winding it up, make sure that's in place there, and hold your finger against the bone like this and start winding it up. But you could also have it here as well, so you know that's going to wind up correctly. Alright, 1 second, and there we go. You just want to there we go. Take it up just to quickly do it. There we go. Okay, let's start to get a little bit tension in it, so make sure it's still on the bridge. And we're gonna twist it round like this. And there, that's secure. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful so far, okay? And we're gonna go on to the next string now. Right, so the string we're doing now is the A string. This is the red one. Okay, so what we're doing, we're putting the string along, under the bar on the Bigsby. Then on the bridge, and make sure there we go. So that's there, and we're pulling it back around 2 frets. So pull it and pull it back around 2 frets. So about there, right? Just make a little bend, okay? And I'm gonna come around this side, okay? We'll just this is the same process as before. So it's this way to tighten it, as I remembered. So you tighten that, then get it a few times around first. Right, so if I just pull it down till I had a few laps. Right, then if I pull it, then it should just wind round. Sitting in the way. And just before you get too much tension in the string, what I recommend doing is making sure it's attached around the Bigsby still, in the pole pieces on the Bigsby, to make sure it hasn't came out, and make sure it's still on the bridge. And now you can leave go and just give it a go. Okay, so since you've tightened them, I recommend getting your pliers and just give them a little, just not much of a snip, just in case, because we will be tightening them even more. So just, I would say that about that much off, I would say. Right? Okay, so now we need to go back to the sheet. Okay? Which is here. So we've done the red, and we've done the it's like a golden colour, but on here it calls it brass. So now we're going to the 4th string, which is the D, and that's black. Okay, and as you can see, the one after the black one is a green one, and they've been like selected together. That's pretty handy to do. So we're just gonna untangle them, which is quite awkward. There we go, that's them done. And which one was it? It was black, right. Okay, so I've got the black one here. So what I do, so the hole is facing you now, you should be able to see through it. So you bend that at 90 degrees, just make a little bend. Just so it's got enough to hold on to on the Bigsby. Okay, and now we're just doing the same thing, clipping it round the pinhole. Well, I don't know what to call it. I think I was going to call it the pole piece just for now. And it's really awkward to do. When you've got it though, it's really good, right? So now we're just doing the same thing, pulling it round, putting it here, make sure it's on the bridge properly, and putting it through the hole. Right, then there we go, put it through, put it through the hole and pull it back to about here. Right, just to the start of the string, about here. Make the about there. Make the little loop that locks into place, really. So now we'll go over wrapping it round. So what we do is get it into the bone in its correct place. This is the bone, by the way. I already mentioned it. So it's this way to tighten it. I'm just gonna quickly oh, my phone again. Sorry about this. I'll just turn it off. Get your finger right next to it. What you do, that helps it when you're fully winding it up. What that does, that just helps it gradually go on top of itself. Right, so there we go. Okay, that's starting to get tight, but oh, this is what I forgot to do. I forgot to put the string under the Bigsby bar, which is quite a common thing to do. I should show you what I forgot to do. As you can see there, this string didn't go underneath. So I'll sort that out now, and I'll tell you when I'm done. I purposely did that, as that is a common problem. Okay, I'm going to sort it out and I'll come back on. Right, that's sorted out. Okay, so we're gonna go back into fitting the strings. Right, so what we can do is you need to put it on the bridge piece. And now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna start winding up. You can skip on the video because what I'll just be doing is just doing all the other strings, just to show what you do. But I might as well just watch this part, because the next part I want to do is the other side, and you have to do that in a different way. Okay, so with this part now you need to do it in a different way. Okay, because as I says on the other one, you need to turn it a different way. Okay, so it was the opposite way to tightening this one. So if you've forgotten, an easy way to do it is to get your string, and it will have to come in like that. I know this isn't an E string. This isn't the E string. It's the G string. So I'm just gonna see which way. So towards the neck tightens it. Okay. That's what I recommend doing, is writing it down. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna like pull the camera over to the Bigsby so you can see how to clip on the how to actually clip on the strings. The ones that I'll zoom in to see the that's it. These little black bits here, the tiny little bits that are sticking out, there's that one there, that one there. That's the bits that I'm on about. I know that the strings are not perfectly apart because they're so loose, but when I do tune the guitar, it'll be all nice and perfect. So same again, bend the string first, and all you do, I'm just going to zoom out because you won't be able to see. Oh, wrong way. So all you do is bend the string, which I have. You need to put it underneath, then pull it out a bit, just so you get the angle right. Oops. Sorry about that, my camera's just died, but I haven't done anything since it's died. That lighting isn't very nice on the guitar. There we go. So, yep, so when you've done that, what you want to do is you want to get it on the bridge. You want to keep it pretty big tension on it. Then you want to put it along the bridge. Okay, then bring it along to the top of the guitar, which I'll move the camera back. I'm just gonna get it through the hole first. Right. And we'll get in. Okay. Right, so now we've got it in, everything in place. Nope, because we didn't go under the vibrato again. God, sorry about this. See, this is a common problem. You just want to get it done and you rush. Right, so there we go. So it's under the bar, and onto the bridge, and now into the hole. Okay, now it's in. So now what we need to do is move it back. Right, so there's 1, 2, so it's about here. Where's the start of the string? So sorry, we'll do that again. So about here. Alright. So I'm gonna make a bend pull everything up from the bottom to the top and into place. There we go. Just gonna do a couple of laps of this. So now this is towards the neck. Okay, oh, that's got in my way. Right. Oh, right, so now the topper hasn't locked in, so you just want to give it a little pull. That's locked it in place. It was still open a bit. Okay, so now make your final adjustments. Make sure it's on your bridge, make sure it's on the bone correctly, and now keep your finger on and just until you've got enough tension. Alright, that'll do, and just remember just to cut off a little bit, put it with the rest of the pieces that are cut, and cut off a bit of here, about there. Okay, now the next bit that we need, you can see on here we've just done the green, so now we need the purple. As you can see, the purple and the silver are together. Right, so we're just gonna unwind these again. Getting a bit repetitive, but right. So we need the purple. Right, so this is just, that was the floor screen, just like you know, and bring it under. So now get it in the little bit, and now get the end and put it under the tension bar. That's its proper name. And give that a good pull, bring it to here, put it in the bone and twist. The best thing to do is get all your holes at the front. I mean, you can just easily slide it in easily without already bending your, as there's one fret and there's two frets, so you want to make a little bend here. Okay, now this is towards the neck, so what we're going to do, keep our finger on and, oops, that's in the way. Oops, right. Just until the tension's taken out of the rest of the guitar. Guitar string, sorry, let's see. So that's about there. Make sure it's still on the bridge and still on its in the bone. And get our pliers. Then cut and put it with the rest of the broken string. Okay? You do not want to get them mixed up. Now, oh, we're still gonna. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is the one we're left with is the silver one. So same again, go to the back of the guitar, then get it under the where's it? Just to grab it up. Then we're gonna get it. This is all good. This is annoying. There we go. Then now get the end. Put this under the tension bar. And pull through. Oops. Right. And quickly let go then. Same again. get it in the bone and on the bridge. Put it through the hole. Okay, and work back 2 frets. Make a little bend. Okay, then the string and just okay, just make your final adjustments. Make sure it's on the still in the correct position on the bridge, and it's still on the bone, which it isn't. Okay, and just keep your finger on the bone, then just twist it until you've got no, I have not been moving. Right. I don't understand. Okay, so let's go back to it again. Yeah, we're now working. Make sure it's in the bone and in the bridge, and just cut off a little bit. Okay, now put that with the rest. Now you've fully strung up your guitar. So now what you want to do is get your tuner. I've got this one. You can see the name on the top. There you go. And we're just gonna stick this on the top like this. And make sure we can get everything in tune. So I'm just gonna get the tuner in. Actually, no, what I'll do, I'll let you know when I'm all tuned up. I'll pause the video until I'm tuned up, then I'll show you the next thing to do, okay? Hi everyone, I've tuned the guitar. What I was gonna say before I posted the video was don't go mad. Like, don't twist until you get it in tune. Just run, twist it and leave it a bit, because it's like put like a lot of strain on the strings straight away. So if you just gradually tighten them, that'll be fine. Like, be great, really. I'm gonna show you the next thing to do now is to once you've tuned your guitar once, just leave it. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to get your string, okay, and you want to pull it pretty hard, and pull it and do it for all different parts of the neck. This just makes sure the tension in the nut and on the Bigsby, everything's okay, and there's no gonna be, when you're playing, it's not gonna go, it's gonna go down. It's not gonna be not in tune when you're playing. So you've done it. So do it from the 2nd, then I'll go probably to the 9th, then I'll go to the 15th, then in between the 2 pickups, and do the same. Alright, and do this for all of them. I'm just going to do quickly go through them. Give them a good old pull. This is the one that you need now, so it's the G. That's pulling it again. So now you want to tune your guitar back in, and that's you done. Obviously, since it is a new guitar strings, you need to let them get used to the guitar. So like leave them for a bit, and then go back to it, then tune it, and just tune it for a couple of times. Then you should stay in tune. So once you've tuned it again after pulling the strings, you want to cut off the rest of the rest of the leftover strings. So I'm just going to tune my guitar now again, and then I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Right, welcome back everyone. I've tuned my guitar again. So what you need is the clippers again, and you want to get right up close, and if you can, right. It's a bit awkward to do. Yep. So if you can't get to it, I would use some thinner pliers. Right. Try not to lose any bits. That's gonna hurt. As I'm doing it on a bed, it's gonna hurt the person who's gonna sleep in bed if they wake up with that attached to them. Right. So this is gonna be awkward to get. No, I've done it. And from here, there we go, that's done. Okay, so well, if you think this has been a good video, just comment down below, and I really appreciate you looking at this video. And so thanks very much, and I'll recommend them strings because they're really nice. And if you look at my video I posted when I used these strings before, it's called rock and roll songs with new strings, I think, but it's the name of the strings: D'Addario Extra Large Pure Nickel EPN 110. You should be able to find it if you type that into my channel. I'll just go onto my channel and look for it. You'll be able to see it. That was done a while ago. Okay, so probably tomorrow I'll do some more. I'll show you how it sounds and everything again, because it's late now. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Right, so thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. I'll see you later. Thanks guys.